Hello and welcome to episode 14 of Fun with Film. It's not the episode I was going to do. Don't know what happened to that one. There's some reason why I'm not doing that. I've got it in my head that we need to look at the great debate of film versus digital. And I'm going to do it as fast as I can. The green screen, we're using that because it's there for theatre time, so we might as well use it. Digital versus, get it the right way around, film. First thing we're going to look at, price. Roll of film, call it £8, 36 exposures. Little memory card, 16 gigabyte this one. I don't know, you can get memory cards for £8. Actually, yeah, I got a 32 gigabyte memory card for £7.99. Holds more photos than most people are going to take in a year. I challenge that, but massive price difference. Okay, right. If you're into cheapskate and you don't actually really want to do that much, go digital. Think about that first. Life expectancy of a digital camera, I was told not that long ago, is 2 years. I get away with it. I don't know how I get away with it, but I make my cameras last forever. Probably because I don't do anything with them apart from chuck them around. My oldest film camera was about 1918. Don't use that one often. One of my favourite cameras was built in 1961. Most of my cameras that I use regularly were built in the 70s, and they're still going strong. The initial purchase price of a film camera is actually going up, so perhaps we won't go there unless you want to go medium and large format, in which case they're actually quite cheap, especially for the quality. Digital competes well with 35mm. It begins to struggle a bit with medium format unless you pay a lot of money, I mean thousands and thousands of pounds for the digital version of something that will cost you 300 or 400 in the film version. Okay, the processing is the printing actually is about the same price, but the processing, you don't get involved in purchase of film and processing with the digital, but you can buy and process an awful lot of film for the price difference. And there is a quality issue when it comes to large format. Digital can't compete. It can't compete on price. It can't compete on quality. Resolution. Quality is subjective. Okay, thoughts on quality. Yes, digital is different. It produces a different type of image and it produces a very different look. And I've spent a lot of time trying to get digital images to look like film. I've got close, but it's not quite there. That leads on to something else, and I've completely forgotten what it is. Well, think about archival, because that sprang into mind. I'm rushing. Archival processing. Film is brilliant for archival storage. I have photographs of my father that are over 90 years old. They probably weren't processed that well, and I know they have not been stored well. They've just been thrown in a box in a cupboard somewhere. Not only do they still exist, they're also still in good condition. You can't do that with video. So you can't do that with video, you can't do that with digital. There's no way you're going to guarantee an inkjet print for that length of time. Yet. They might do, but it's going to be a long time before we can test it. About 90 years. The difference in look is also important. Some people prefer the look of film. It's down to taste. The production process is also different. Lightroom, whatever, Photoshop, GIMP. We say that again, it's a rude word. GIMP. It's free. What you're working with is somebody else's algorithm. What somebody else thinks your pictures should look like if you do this to them. And they're great for commercial runs. If you want hundreds of prints that all look the same, you just send a file off to a printer and say, I want 2,500 prints of that, please. And they'll come back all pretty much identical. With film, certainly in the darkroom, each print is unique. It's an original piece of artwork, and that's a major selling point. Okay, it takes hours and hours and hours, but you do get something very, very, very special. It's yours. It's not somebody else's algorithm juggling around on somebody else with somebody else's algorithm with already in a computer. It's you. It's the negative. It's light. It's the paper, and you're manipulating directly between those very fluid mediums. Is it mediums? Media? I don't know. To get an original and unique product at the end. That adds value. And that's really about it. I think digital is vitally important, particularly in this world, but it's not the only way. And I think we need to really learn how to appreciate the uniqueness that you can only get with film. You can't get a uniqueness with digital, because by its nature, everything is designed to be the same. It's a quick fix, and it can be a very beautiful quick fix. It handles the image in a different way. Film, particularly, don't scan it. Print it under an enlarger, and you get a unique, original product every time. That is the value of film. And digital has huge value in its speed and in its accessibility. Next time we might actually get the video I intended this to be, but I get distracted. Okay, we'll see you soon.